With a lot of buzz around Forza Horizon 6, especially potentially even being announced and subsequently released in Japan, we'll be walking through a range of different cars we could expect to be for the game cover. This of course is one of the community's favorite topics to discuss, what we can expect to be the game cover that we'll be seeing on repeat every single time we launch up the game. As we've seen with prior games in the past, it's usually going to be a new supercar or a hypercar, something to keep the community and general public who could be interested in Forza pretty engaged, making them want to play. It's almost like Forza want to hype you up with a new supercar or a new hypercar that you damn near want to play Forza just to be able to get behind the wheel of. For example, the Mercedes AMG 1 we saw with Horizon 5 or the McLaren Sedan we saw with Horizon 4 are very good examples. Now if the game is to be in Japan, you would think by default it will of course be a car from a Japanese manufacturer. However, it would have to be something new, a supercar or a hypercar, so it's very possible they might actually switch this up and do something different to make sure they're ticking that box. And the first one I'll be covering is of course the Aston Martin Valhalla. Now I have an image with the Valkyrie on screen which kind of paints a similar picture. This would of course wouldn't be the game cover, but it provides illustration what the car could look like in the context of the cover itself. Again, Aston Martin is not a Japanese manufacturer, but it definitely does tick that box of being a hypercar or supercar that's yet to be added in Forza, is fairly newly released in real life, and would definitely want to capture people's attention into wanting to buy and play the game. Next up, a second concept is of course the Apollo Project Evo. Now there of course have been various concepts in the past you might have seen of Japanese map concepts of Forza with the Apollo IE in the background. You could see Mount Fuji in the background, etc., things of that nature. The issue is that the Apollo IE is already in Forza and has been since Horizon 4. And just quickly, most of you watching this video right now are not subscribed to the channel, so if you want to help us hit 150k and stay up to date with the best Forza glitches, content, news and more, be sure to tap that button. It really helps out a lot. So if it were to be an Apollo car, it would probably be a newer variation like the Project Evo, like I said, yet to be in Forza, and of course a newer model. Now we'll be walking through some older JDM cars which could be possible or at least worth discussing. We have the Nissan Silvia S13. Some of these JDM cars would of course be great to be on that game cover, especially for the core fan base and of course the Japanese market that Forza are looking to tap more into with the release. We saw something similar with Mexico, where that was an emerging market that Forza released Mexico in to of course capture that market. Although there was no Mexican cars from manufacturer, it still was the overall purpose or one of the side purposes of the game itself. So if it were to be in Japan, it would of course be a good reason to use a JDM car if it aligned with their goals. Next up could potentially be the Nissan Skyline GTR R32, of course a classic car. A lot of these are already in Forza, so maybe it is a bit of a conflict, but a cool car in itself. Next up, another concept is a Toyota GR Supra A90, another pretty iconic car, one that would definitely be very good as a cover, with potential for them even potentially put a cool body kit on it if they got approval for that, which is potentially possible. And on to the next car is of course the Nissan Skyline GTR R34. This one even features a Liberty Walk wide body kit, which would of course be crazy to announce as a cover car as well, showing a pretty perfect blend of the two demographics of what Forza are looking for with the Japanese release, because as you guys would know, Liberty Walk is of course a Japanese wide body manufacturer or I suppose an afterparts creator, so if they had a combination between a Japanese car and Liberty Walk, it would be pretty iconic. Next up is another concept being a Lexus electrified sport concept. This car is possible, maybe not souped up enough to be a cover car. It is of course a successor and EV variation of the Lexus LFA. Now EV is of course never going to be the favorite car for someone who likes a game like Forza, however it could make sense. It doesn't really matter if it's EV or not for the purpose of looking cool on the front cover, so it's possible, and of course Lexus is Japanese. Other concepts could of course include the McLaren W1. This is similar to the Valhalla, a new car that's cool, one that isn't in Forza and could look pretty crazy on a game cover. Then even the Mazda RX-7, of course a Japanese car, an iconic JDM, would be pretty crazy as well as other options like the Toyota AE86. We of course have seen this car in Forza for quite a few years in Horizon 4 as well. The Toyota Trono to be specific, which is of course pretty iconic with drifting, etc. A pretty crazy car in itself, one that would make sense to be the cover car for that Japanese or core JDM audience. And the final one I'll be covering in this video is of course going to be the Honda Civic Type R, another pretty cool JDM car, one that's fairly iconic within that car scene as well. A lot of great options. Comment down below what you guys think would be the cover car if it were to be Japan, and if you want every car in Forza and even a billion Super Bowl spins instantly, check out the pinned comment to learn more. For all platforms, very easy to go in and sort out for you guys. Like and subscribe for more, and stay tuned for further Forza content.